Finny, what are we doing today?
We're going to look at the pines.
What do you like about the pines?
I like the houses.
Do your monster trucks like the pines?
Yeah.
So if you are looking to move and you're considering something with some trees like this, stick around. Today's video is for you. We're going to cover some of our top picks for neighborhoods that are, well, in the trees.
So our first stop on today's tour takes us to the beautiful community of Hassayampa. Hassayampa is conveniently located near the courthouse square and all of the amenities of downtown. It is a gated community and there is a type of home for everyone. There are condos, townhomes, there are lots available you can still purchase in there and build a custom home. And then there are homes that are already built, such as these custom homes that we're seeing here. The terrain and topography are beautiful. There are many granite dells spread through, and it's rolling hills, so you get some incredible view lots. There is a private membership-only golf course in there, and it is not included in the HOA association. So if you wanted to be a member, you would have to purchase that separately. There's also a social membership option, and there is a pool and some other amenities such as a restaurant at the golf course, which is called the Capitol Canyon Club. If you're looking to be in the Pines and you still want to have boulders and views, this is definitely a must-see. If you are considering this community, we would highly recommend, at a minimum, looking into a social membership. It is pretty affordable in the grand scheme of things. It does include a private gym, pool, and a restaurant. While we personally have not eaten at the restaurant, we do have some friends who have eaten there and they say it's top-notch and the food is excellent. All right, next up on our tour takes us to Timberridge. Timberridge is a beautiful community in a very centrally located spot. It's about 5 to 7 minutes to the courthouse square, and again near the dining and restaurants that would be very desirable to be close to. Since we are in the Pines, you probably saw in that photo, it is an accredited FireWise community, which means that the community as a whole is doing its part to make sure any down pine needles or down limbs are removed to help prevent the accumulation of fuel for potential fire. Timberridge, majority of the homes you will see in here are going to be from that late 80s on to current day. There are a few that have been more recently constructed, but the majority of the homes are going to be, again, late 80s to about mid to late 90s. These are decently sized lots, so there is some space between you and your neighbors. The homes are very well kept. Some of them are renovated from that same era, and some of them are still original. With that being said, these homes are just set in the most beautiful setting amongst the big pine trees. With it being so close to town, it's a great amenity in itself, plus the community features pool, tennis courts, and a clubhouse.
All right, so the other neighborhoods, we're 5 minutes from Whiskey Row. This one's about an additional 10 to 15 minutes down the road. However, it is gorgeous out here. If you want something that's rustic with character and more like a cabin in the woods, this neighborhood is definitely something to put on your list.
All right, and our last stop on today's tour takes us to the beautiful and peaceful community of Groom Creek. If you want to live in nature and you want to be amongst the pine trees and you want to see deer playing in your yard or crossing the street when you're heading home, this is a place to check out. As you can see, just the day of filming this segment of video, we must have encountered at least a half dozen deer, if not more. In fact, we even saw wild turkey while we were out here. So if you like nature and you want to live amongst it, this is a community to check out. There is something in styles of homes for everyone. such as this original cabin that has been there for many, many, many years, all the way up to newer, more modern and contemporary styled homes. There's some wonderful A-frames, which Shawn and I are huge fans of A-frames, so that makes this one of our top communities for those. And then there's newer constructed log cabin style homes as well. There is a majority of neighbors that live in here that it is a second home. I'd say probably a 50-50 mix, but it is still accessible in the winter. You will get a little bit more snow than you would in town, but the roads are paved for the most part. There are a couple little side streets in the community that aren't. But in this particular section of Groom Creek, the roads are paved and it is accessible during the winter. So whether you're looking for a little getaway for the summer or you're looking for full-time residents, Groom Creek is definitely one to check out. The other nice thing is you're very close to Goldwater Lake if you wanted to go down and fish or hit some of the amenities at Goldwater Lake, or you could hop on your side-by-side and hit miles and miles and miles of OHV trail. It's really nice to be able to just head out from your house and hit the trail. So definitely worth checking into this community. From Shawn and myself, we really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have something you'd like us to cover on an upcoming video, feel free to reach out, and thanks for watching.
Questions about real estate in the Prescott area, give us a ring, 928-800-4707.